And welcome to the TheGeeksAttic. Guys, we are live. It's me going solo once again for the first time in a long time. I've got some toys that I found in my parents' attic that's been up there for years, decades. Only 2 decades because they've only lived in that house for 20 years. And now they're moving to another house and they were starting to empty out stuff, clearing out the attic, and found some boxes with some of my toys in there. So I'm excited to show you guys some of those old toys. Hey, Quality Autism, I have a hat over here that I got specially for you. I'll go ahead and put it on now since it came from my parents' places. They were cleaning things out. Here's my little German hat for you, bud. Look at that. Doesn't fit on my fat head anymore, but yeah, all these little pins of places that I've been to as a child, and I don't remember much of it, but yeah, I think I sent you a message with those images clearer once before. But I do have some books that I've got some toys. I'm excited about these toys. I pulled them out and I put them on my dining room table, and my kids saw them and they freaked out. Now, I don't have much to show you in the Star Wars toys, but they are pretty freaking awesome. I only have 2 things. Well, no, 4. A total of 4 things with Star Wars. And I have a bag of Ghostbuster toys from when I was a child. And some of them, when I was sifting through, are still like they were back in the early 90s, late 80s when I was playing with them. And some have fallen to pieces, and that sucks. But I want to get to those. I want to show you some books. I thought maybe later on I could do one of these late night watch along videos, watch some stupid horror movie or something. The other guys that usually join on Thursday night are doing things. Jeremy on Stupid Chainsaw Productions is filming some reviews. It's still July, so he's got his Predator stuff that he's doing. And Adam had to work late, so I know he's got a review coming pretty soon as well. But guys, let's go ahead and get to some of these. I didn't set up a camera rig thing to do zoom down and all that stuff. I just have them, and I'll hold them up to the camera and show you. I got kids screaming in the background. Such a quality video, isn't it? So I'm not going to remember the names of these Ghostbuster toys because I'm not that. I mean, I'm a hardcore Ghostbuster fan, but I'm not like that hardcore. Like, oh, if you don't know the name, then you're a moron. You're not a real fan. Those people are weird. But we've got this old Volkswagen Beetle. Okay, it actually turns into a bug. But yeah, it's broken. You hit the seat, the rests, and then it's like a bug, praying mantis type thing. It's supposed to be attached on there and freak you out and like but it's broken. So can't really play around with this one much, but I remember playing with this a lot, especially after my original Ecto 1 Ghostbuster car was completely demolished. This is what 2 of the Ghostbusters would ride around in to go find their ghosts and bust them. And Jeffrey, hello, thanks for joining. He's there in the comments. I'm going to pull out some more of these toys. I'm going to put this bag in my lap so I'm not bending over out of frame the whole time. This one's cool. Kind of gross. Big old football player. Now, he's got like this hair on his arm, which is really nasty. This is the same color of his skin, but is it just a football player or is it something else? Well, let's see. Bends over and then, oh crap, look. It's a monster with a nasty tongue. It's a little goblin. So, yeah, green tongue. So he runs around like this. So, yeah, the old football player, number 0. And he stands back up, eyes fold back down, and there you go. Pretty neat. This guy, I always thought looked like a goofball. I don't remember exactly. I think there's like an accessory in here somewhere that goes on his back. But, yeah, this guy, he just spins around a lot. His arms, nothing real special, except his face lifts up and he looks like a goofball. His body spins around. But yeah, he's kind of nasty too because of the back of his head. Is he going to focus or not? See how nasty the back of his head looks? Like all veiny. Goofball. That's all I got to say. It's probably his name, Goofball. We've got a broken toy. This one broke a long time ago. I think this was like the issue with everybody's. We got Egon in one of his special uniforms. It's white. His tie is broken. I think that's the thing that everybody has an issue with is the tie being broken. But you squeeze his arm down. He's freaked out. So that'd be funny to have off frame. Well, maybe not. Anyway, that's one Egon figure. I don't know what these specialty suits were all about, but here's my original Winston. And they're a little sticky because I think like the being up in the hot attic in the summertime over the last several decades kind of messes it up a little bit, but has the date on his backside there. It's probably not going to show, but it says 1984 Columbia Pictures. Logo on his arm still looks good. I don't have any of the proton packs, sadly. But here's a little ghost thing. Pretty cool. He opens up. And then this was the thing that was always crazy. Like being a little kid, this hurt. I don't know if it's still gonna hurt, but you push down on the tongue and it smashes down. Yeah, it doesn't hurt as much now, but I remember when I was a kid, that would get you. Ouch. Not fun. Here we go. It's Garbage Man, right? Garbage Day. No, not a Garbage Man. Look at these green wings that pop up from his legs. This trash, just dump that on his head. Little things pop out. And look at that. A bug head. So pretty cool, huh? Can Man. That's his name. Can Man. You just close it back down. Take the trash off. There you go, Can Man. He looks creepy. I'm here for your trash. We got Peter Venkman, one of the originals. Of course, all these are original. I don't know why I can keep saying that. Their faces are so tore up. Just all that wear and tear back in the day being played with all the time. We have Janine. Yeah, she's got a little pink suit. Now, I think you raise her arms up. Yeah, and she gets freaked out. Her eyes bug out. Pushes her glasses out. Isn't that crazy how this stuff still works? Being up in the attic so long. But yeah. There's your Janine Melnitz. Quality Autism thought that football player was awesome. Yeah. He's really big. That's a huge toy compared to like your normal Ghostbuster there. Look at the size difference. It's scary to run into that guy. He's jacked. And garbage day every day. Yep. Especially for this guy. Okay, we got this Peter Venkman in an orange suit. Looks like scuba gear. Okay, and then this on the back, actually you push it down or pull it back, and he's freaked out. You know, his head jumps out of that. Ah! That's terrifying. This one's terrifying. Yeah. I got another one of these little purple goblin guys. That one locks back too. And that one snaps down too. And this one, okay, my kids they put on a show. It's on Netflix, Witches. It's in the kids section. I guess it's like a Jim Henson production, I think. I don't know much about it, but they were starting to watch it, and I was watching a little bit with them. And it goes over this toy, and like I was like, "What? That's a toy from my childhood." And Asher's like, "That's my 5-year-old." He's like, "What? What are you talking about?" I was like, "That little skeleton. It's a Ghostbuster toy." So, I mean, one of the little tabs is broken in the back, but you squeeze it and it opens up his rib cage and his arms. He can grab you, but and his jaw moves and his eyes bug out. Head's a little split there, but yeah, it's good. And these little weird, nasty legs that he stands up on. I don't know why his spine looks like that. I like this one. Look at that. It's a little, doesn't have a name on it. 1984, Columbia Pictures, made in China. But this one, I remember you would put it underwater, squeeze it, and then it would suck water up into its nostrils, and then you'd squeeze it and spray people with it. But look, it's a 2-for-1. There you go. That guy. And the water on him comes from his eye. So, yeah. It's kind of gross. Like, look at it. It's like fingers or toes. I mean, that would be fingers because those toes would be really nasty looking. But, yeah. And I would have thought out of all of these toys, this rubber would have been disgusting being up in the attic all the time. But this, so far, has felt like the most preserved of everything. Surprising. Got another Winston here in a green, like, space suit. So that's neat. A little bubble helmet. And this thing pulls down, and he gets freaked out. Let me see. Does it still work? Yeah. Ah! So, yeah, this one. Ah! Oh, it's funny. Is it, though? Then you got Egon. No, Egon's hair is disturbing, right? It's kind of gross. And he's got a rat tail. Look at that. Little mullet rat tail. Oh, so yeah, quality autism. This kind of looks like a Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, he kind of does. Small Time. Hey, Small Time. Join us in the comments there. You had the Janine Melnitz and the Peter Venkman with the brown suit that you showed. I'll need to dig through the closet to see if they're still there. Yeah, do it, man. See, here's another Peter Venkman. This one he just looks different, but he's got a gray suit, like an orangish yellow vest on. Now, I wonder what happens when you squeeze his arm. Ah! His hair shoots up and he's freaked out. Eyes bulge out. I wish this camera would focus better, but there you go. His eyes stuck out. Ew. Get back in there. Now, here is a door for the house, the firehouse, which I think is, I forgot that over at my parents' house. So, yeah, it's going to have to get that. Here's the sign for the real Ghostbusters house. It's actually purple. I don't know if it's showing up purple or blue. Yeah, that's pretty good shape. The little pegs are still good. That one's a little bit bent, but it's survived. Here's another one of these little finger biter things. It's orange. See if it stays locked. Yep. Yeah, this one I think hurt even worse because it's all sharp teeth all the way. This other one, not sharp teeth everywhere, just the canines there. But this was the real terror. This little engine with propeller. So that's right. This thing, this little ghostly looking engine propeller goes in the back of this guy. See? There you go. So he is complete. Let's see what else I have. Uh-oh. Something's been smashed to bits. Here's just a little ghoul, I guess you want to call it. The blue guy. I remember these. This thing, they'd have the slime, the Ghostbusters slime, and you'd squeeze it through and it'd come out the mouth. Nothing too special. And here's a little spooky goblin there. Orange. I think this might have come with the Ecto 1 car. I could be wrong. The memory's a little fuzzy on it. That's neat. Oh, look at this. I've got another Janine. I don't remember having two. Her arm's a little loose. Let's see if she still works. Yeah, arm's got to go all the way back, though. See, look at that. See, it's kind of popping out of socket there. But yeah, not as good of shape, but there's two of those. Ray. Now, he feels gross. He feels real sticky. It's nasty. But there he is. Old Ray. Let's do something fun. Oh, look, the Popo's here. And then, that's gross. Cool. His face. Look at that spooky face. His tongue flapping around. Yep. Because it kind of looks like Terminator, the T-1000, doesn't he? Except he's dead. Not a machine. Here is, here's a Winston with one arm. So he used to do something. Don't know what. His head would spin around. Okay. That's terrifying. That's scarier than the ghosts. I put my hand up here every time. Look at that. So I don't know how that activates. Probably used to have to have both arms to do it. Oh well. That one's a busted one. That sucks. And I have, okay, well, here's some wings. Bat-looking wings with this creature's face. These things come undone or fold out. So now I'm curious to know, let's see, little ghost, if maybe this goes on the back of this ugly dude, maybe. Let's see. Does this fit? Yeah, that fits too. So maybe that went with it, or maybe both did. Can't remember. Here we have, oh, fell off of him. That's a bummer. Here's a Ray. Really cool. Like he squeezes his arms in, ears pop out, hair jumps up. His arm, other arm. How sad. Maybe I could super glue it. It's like, what do you do with these old toys like that when they break? Do you really throw them away after keeping them all this time? Here's a little ghost there. Slimer. I always remember, even when I was a kid, his tooth, the paint chipped off, so you could see the green on his tooth. It always bothered me. It's come off on his tongue now too. I know he has some accessories. So like he came with like a watermelon, a steak, and something else. Pizza. But all I think I had was the steak. And it's really floppy. It's a gross looking steak though too. It's beef jerky maybe. Here is a little Ghostbuster vehicle. I can't remember which one this was. It might have been like Ecto 3. But it's like a go-kart. Yeah, Ecto 3 right there in the front. See, look at that. I know what I'm talking about. It's got the little net to catch the ghost. I think you squeeze the back. It doesn't really want to work. You squeeze this. It's supposed to squeeze them together. Oh, well. Doesn't really work that much anymore, but tires. One of them's a little wobbly. Yeah, Ecto 3. It's just a go-kart. We're running out of space up here. Oh, yeah, here's a cool ghost. I remember this one. I was trying to show the kids this one earlier, but I couldn't find it. The old lady, little nice lady. She just wants to bake cookies, right? Look at that. Hey, T-Motors. He says, geez, showing these toys. Quality autism, that T-1000 is great. Yeah. In small time, I like how they gave Ray a gut. Realistic. Yeah, I know. But this one, if I can remember, there you go. Look at that. How freaky is that? And I thought there was a way. There it is. That's third eye. Can you imagine that? Hey, Grandma, what you doing? No, she's like, hey, sweetie, what you do? Blah, I want to eat you. Hey, Mad Mashad. Quality Autism says, you would say the car is wibbly wobbly and herkly jerkily. I would not choose those words. Here is the containment unit for the ghost to go into. And there's actually a little spot up there that you can throw your ghost into. There's a top piece that's it's here. Top piece goes on. I gotta close it down. It opens up too, but that's mainly for the sliding feature. Just looks cool. Old ecto containment unit. What's funny is that it does the sliding thing, but like for what? It doesn't open up anything. It keeps it closed. So yeah, neat to have that. I might take that. Might put that up in my office. I want the kids to break all this stuff, which I know they probably will. What's the point in holding on to all this stuff this long anyway? There's the watermelon for Slimer. A little ghost, little duck bird thing. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Of course, a lot of these things are just goofy looking ghosts. I've got my second little finger chomper thing. Does this one work? Oh! Just kidding, it doesn't hurt. But it used to. Oh, look, another Ray. Ew, this one's all sticky feeling too. What's with Ray? Wonder what is it? Something that they did with the paint on? Why tan paint just doesn't hold? I don't know. Both of these feel gross and sticky. It's nasty, like old. I don't know, kind of greasy or something. Here's a little. Okay, I'm gonna have to look some of this stuff up because here is a little chair thing. It's got 3 wheels. So it sits up. There's a seat belt. It does close, kind of. Well, not close all the way, but you can buckle someone into it. And there's that spot right there and right there. So I'm guessing the motor can go on the back there. That matches. That looks good. See that? So then this would go on the top. Right inside that dude's nose goes this dude's nose. That's kind of gross. Look at that. There you go. And then does that one ugly dude must sit in there and pilot it. So this must have been like one of those 2-pack dudes. That's just a guess. And yeah, he fits in there pretty good. Then you'd buckle him right in there. Let's see his head can come up. Look at that. So he can just fly off. That's good. I'm glad I figured that back out. I don't think I ever played with it like that. Just that I can remember. Here is a little motor ghost thing that goes into that car that I showed you in the beginning. The what do they call it? The Haunter, the VW Haunter. Small Time says Venkman would say Ray is generally gross and sticky. yeah. Quality autism both feel gross and sticky. So realistic. Consistency. Here's another door for the ghost house. This one, the handle's gone. So, I'm finding. See, this is cool. This will not work though because I remember taking it apart. Being a kid, I was interested, like, what's it look like on the inside? So I took it apart and didn't put it back together the right way. I don't think. I want to put the batteries in there. I don't have any batteries with me, but the battery compartment looks pretty clean. The trigger is gone. The trigger was right there. So what this did is you turn it on, pull the trigger, and it would project ghosts on your wall, which I have them right here. I don't know if this is going to show you. Look at that. Those are the ghosts you could pick through. So you got a terror dog. You got some goblin, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Gozer, the Gozerian, Slimer, But then again, yeah, that's Slimer. For some reason, when I saw this, it looked like he had two mouths, but he's got the one open. And then there's some ghost thing. But that's cool. Maybe I could figure out how to fix this. That'd be fun. I could play like I'm a Ghostbuster again. I do that anyway. This guy's hair is pretty gross. Chunky little purple thing with the curly hair. Now we've got some like tech. This one, I don't remember what these go to, but obviously this goes to one of the special type guys, like maybe this Peter Venkman. Maybe he goes with this one. Because there's a couple others in here too that I just don't remember which guy they go to. But I remember there being a ghost that what you'd catch with this one. It had a, I don't know if it's still in here. Maybe not. I don't think so. Thought it had like a long, skinny neck that you could trap it into. Fun. I'll pull out the other little weapons. This one, I don't remember what that one. Of course, I don't remember what any of these things go to. Here's a ghost, like a dragon, two-headed snake dragon, 4 wings. He's just gonna fly in a circle all the time. Never gonna go anywhere else. Here's a little weapon. It's like a hook, which I'm going to assume that the ghost that came with this one is that blue one that I showed a little bit earlier, because it's got like the ropey, here it is. Maybe this one came together. This one, you just like catch it, like, oop, I got it. There you go. Put it in the ecto containment unit. We have another Egon. Got something on his face. This one looks like he's pretty gross. His face is sticky. He might have been leaning up against Ray. There's some broken pieces in here. Here's a leg. Here is a Winston's head. So here's the other leg. An arm. Here's the other. I found the other arm. And the body. So it just kind of pushed everything out and then closed back in on itself. That's gross and creepy. It's got like glue chunks stuck to it. I might have to try to put that one back together. Here's a weapon. It's hollow on the bottom. So I wonder if that goes on this dude, maybe. Here's a ghost. Like a sausage ghost, maybe. Oh, no, maybe not. Ooh, this little flag would go on Ecto 3. Oh, the tab is broken, so it probably won't work. There's a hole in there. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Oh. Pretty cool. This is, sorry if I just hit the microphone. It's exciting going through some of this old stuff. Here's another one, little weapon. Technological tools. And another one, I think this might be Janine's. It feels tinier than the other ones. And she's smaller than the other guys too. Little ghost. This one, he's reproduced in the new packs. So is this guy. The new Walmart exclusive figures, as well as this guy. He's in really good shape. I've got little bits and pieces of the roof of the firehouse. So I'm gonna keep those. So maybe I can glue those back on when I get the house. Okay, I just found the guy that one of these weapons would be used for. this weapon was for this guy. Kind of reminds me of one of those things from that cartoon show, Real Monsters. And it kind of looked like one of those guys. But yeah, this would snap right on the neck. See that? Look at that. Nice. Quality Autism says, do I have 3 Egons? I think I had 2. But there's like the one specialty edition special figure. Here's the old Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Original. Surprised he's not all sticky feeling. Of all of them, you'd think he'd be the one that was like gooey and melted, but nope. Stay Puft. Here's another one of these guys. Some random action figure that's not Ghostbusters is in here. I remember getting this in a Dollar Tree on a vacation in North Carolina. Police. He had some cool weapons too. There was another guy that had like a mask on his head. He was pretty neat. Okay, I got a broken piece that goes to Ecto 3 as well, I think. Right? No? Thought maybe. Yeah, it's supposed to go on like that. And there was supposed to be another one over here, but I don't have it. So, bummer. Only have one. There's a little skull. That'd be, see the holes on that? You'd push that through the slime and the slime would ooze out. But yeah, I remember using this as like a little mask for the guys too. Like, you know, it's like, ooh, look, Egon's possessed. We have Mad Mashad, the Chad Marshmallow Man. Uh-oh. I dropped something. There, I got it. We're good. T-Motors. Oh, I often go to North Carolina for vacation. We go to the Outer Banks. We always went to Salisbury, North Carolina, which is where my dad was from. Visit some family out there. Oh, I found some of these Star Wars toys. I'll save those. This was always one of my favorites. Look at this guy. Another one that you'd think would be gross feeling, but he's just fine. I remember you'd squeeze it real hard, which I'm not going to try because I don't want to break it just in case. And his eye would shoot out. And there's a string. So, I mean, that's a long... Pew! And then he's just going to have a big hole in his head. But, yeah. I got one more Ghostbuster toy to show you. And I do have an Ecto 1, the real Ghostbusters Ecto 1 toy. Not my original one, but I found one in a thrift store. That's like one of those things every time I go to a thrift store, I'm always like, I got to look to see if they have a Ghostbuster car. And because I saw one in there one time and I didn't get it. And I hated myself for not getting it because it disappeared, you know. But finally found another one and I grabbed it. It was in very bad shape. Didn't have any of the doors, no stickers. It's just like the shell of it, pretty much. It had all the windows. That was good. But I do have another. I found another one, Ecto 1, in a different store. And it had stickers on it and had a couple doors. So I'm thinking about, like, you know, preserving or redoing that one. I know they sell pieces to it on eBay and like new stickers and all that stuff. So I would like to restore that eventually. I don't know when I'll get around to doing that. I got people calling me. It's annoying. Look at this guy. He's like a lumberjack. He's pretty buff. And let's see what he looks like up next to the football player. More muscle. Well, bigger chest, bigger arms, I think. Yeah. But this guy, this lumberjack, his head goes down. You got that. And his feet, I believe, yeah, pop open. Now you got a bat. I think he hangs upside down. So that's terrifying. What do you guys think is the most scary original, real Ghostbusters figure? I mean, I think the Granny The old grandma lady's the creepiest. That's nasty. I thought her tongue like moved too, but I guess it doesn't. Yeah, there it is. That's nasty. That's all the Ghostbuster toys, guys. Now I've got a couple Star Wars things and some books to show you. I'm going to put all these Ghostbuster toys back in this bag because I don't want them all in my business. We've got Jeffrey. I live about an hour north from Salisbury, North Carolina. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, we actually went there on a trip a couple Thanksgivings ago. Maybe like 3 years ago. It's just like a small town out there. Let's see, putting these back. Been to like Myrtle Beach out in North Carolina, or that's South Carolina? That's South Carolina. We'd go there occasionally too, like back in the day. After we'd meet up with the family, we'd all pack up in a car and go on to the beach. You know, Quality Autism might appreciate this. Whenever I was a little kid, the age of 2, when we moved to Germany, my mom would have Ghostbuster toys all in their package like this, like old Sticky Ray here. And whenever I'd like, get antsy, she'd pull one out, like, there you go, and then I'd stop screaming. The toys back then weren't as expensive as they are now, but yeah, I had a whole bunch of these Ghostbuster toys. I had more of them when I was a kid too. These are the only ones that have stuck around with me. That's really cool. I'm glad I have those still. Sorry. Let's see what you guys are saying. T-Motors, that one guy whose head you just twisted up was pretty freaky. Yeah, the guy that sits on that little cart thing with the wings. Or the head that twisted up, or the bat, his head twisted. Call says the grandma or the T-1000 is the scariest. T-Motors, I'm not a Ghostbusters guy, so I don't know names. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't remember any of those names for a lot of those ghosts. I don't even know if some of those were even in the Ghostbusters cartoon or not. Maybe they just had toys. So I'll go ahead and show these books real quick. And then I'll move on to the cool Star Wars thing that I have. As you know, the Paper Movies book club that we have, me and a couple other guys really like to get novelizations, so I look for them all the time. These first two, I didn't even know this was a novelization until I studied it close. I said it before on a stream. X-Files. I only watched season 1. It was so cheesy and tacky, but I loved it. It was one of those things that I binge watched it on a week when it just was really rainy and stormy. Had that cozy feeling, and it was always kind of dreary in the show, so it matched. It was like, oh, this is cool, this is fun. And it's like they're running around with their finger on the trigger and their gun, and you're like, okay, this is dumb. But yeah, I really want to finish watching the show. They removed it from Netflix whenever I was watching it, so I haven't been able to continue on with season 2 and progress through the show. But they have a bunch of books, apparently. So I found some at the Half Price bookstore, and this one is a novelization. I've never heard of these books, really. I mean, I picked one up. I showed you a book, The Ruins, that I picked up last month or so. Haven't read it, obviously. I'm still working on Star Wars: The Approaching Storm. Be another year before I finish that one, I guess. But yeah, this is a novelization. The X-Files Fight the Future. And it sounds pretty neat. I usually don't read the back of novels because I want to be surprised, but I couldn't help myself after I saw all these credits at the top and at the bottom, a screenplay. I was like, what? But yeah, beneath the tranquil surface of a North Texas town, the future of the human race awaits. After 40 years, members of the global conspiracy known only as the Project are finally nearing the completion of their plans. Only FBI special agents Fox Mulder and Dana Scully have a glimpse of the nightmare that lies ahead for the rest of the world. An alien invasion fueled by the most devastating virus in human history. It's relevant. And only they know that the truth isn't out there anymore. It's already here. What? And only they know that the truth isn't out there anymore. It's already here. Okay. Gotta love that cheese. And there is another X-Files novel based on America's boldest new TV series, The X-Files, created by Chris Carter. Goblins, The Truth is Out There, by Charles Grant. So, based on America's boldest new TV series. So, this must have been one of the first books, I guess. It's by Harper Prism, is the publisher. So, that's cool. And this book is like brand new. I mean, there's not a crease on this book. Wow. I found a real keeper here, a relic. Let's see what the date is. 1994. Yeah, this is the first printing, December 1994. That's cool. So, yeah, X-Files. That's going to be my new thing that I get. And I'll really like to read them. Yeah, I want to read The Approaching Storm and get through it, but it's also like I want to read something different that's not Star Wars. I know. Completed a series, which is really cool. I'm glad I did this. I had Back to the Future. I have 2 copies of Back to the Future. One of them is like a white cover with Marty holding a camera, the camcorder, and the other one is blue, like the movie poster. I have Back to the Future 3 novelization, and now I found Back to the Future 2. This cover is hideous. Look at that. Back to the Future 2, a Steven Spielberg presents a Robert Zemeckis film. And it's just pictures of the movie on the cover. I mean, you couldn't come up with some artwork for the cover? Lazy. Jeez. Quality Autism says, still trying to finish Approaching Storm and Rogue Planet. Reading chronologically probably wasn't the greatest of ideas. Yeah, well, Rogue Planet is done. Approaching Storm will be eventually. But yeah, it's not in the greatest shape, but for $2.99, I was excited to find it. It's got a little tear at the top, but yeah, completed my Back to the Future collection. So got the trilogy. This one is in horrible shape, but it was like $1.50. Adam from Bryant's Nerd Pub, he actually came over to my house because he lives near the area, and he dropped this book off for me. It's based off of E.T. It is the sequel to E.T., The Book of the Green Planet. It is in awful shape, but, it's the sequel to E.T. I'm definitely going to need to tape this up because I started to open it, and it's ready to fall off. Bad shape. Now, I did find this once for like $5 in perfect, pristine condition, but like an idiot, I put it back on the shelf and said, oh, another time. Yeah, guys, I want to tell you right now, if you come across a book that you want, just get it, because it might disappear forever, and then you can't find it. And then when you do find it, it's like $40, $50, or just torn up like this one. So, yeah, lesson learned on that one. Let's see what you guys are saying over here. Small time, Michael J. Fox dresses up like the Mexican gangster in the Back to the Future bloopers. Really? Quality Autism. See, I haven't watched the bloopers on the Back to the Future stuff. I need to watch those movies again. It's been a long time since I've watched them. I really do enjoy them. Quality Autism says that cover is horrendous, but I would love to own the book. Yeah. Mad Mashad. The original poster for Back to the Future Part 2 was great enough. Why? Yeah, I know. Quality says, ouch. Okay, and here is the final book that I have in this little book haul. Jeremy from Stupid Chainsaw Productions always talks about the movie. He's like, oh, you gotta watch this, blah, blah, whatever. looked up to see if there was a novelization, and there is. So when they want to hold some stupid book in the paper movies book club, oh, you're going to make me read The Predator or something stupid, which is what we're reading right now. But when things get worse, if they do get worse, I'm going to have backup, and I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to torture everybody else, and we're going to read Zardoz. Just torture because of the negative, horrible things that Jeremy said about the movie. So I can torture them with the book. I have no idea what it's about. I always ignore Jeremy when he talks about it. Because I don't like to know about things when I haven't read or watched them. But yeah, Zardoz with Sean Connery. The Odyssey of Zed the Warrior in the Barbarian Future, caught between the Brutals and Eternals in a battle for the world. A novel by John Borman with Bill Stair. With 8 pages of scenes from the sensational new 20th Century Fox film starring Sean Connery. Wow. That'll be fun. It's 127 pages. It's in good shape too. Never been read. Spine is perfect. Yay. The Shepherd. Halfway reading Outbound Flight, hoping Chaos Rising has any references. I know I haven't made it too far in the expanded universe. Like I've said many times before, I read the New Republic era books and then thought, I want to go back to the beginning and do it chronologically. And it's been slow going because there's like all these other books that I want to read. Keeping up with new canon stuff and the expanded universe is rough. It's hard. Sometimes those wires get crossed and you're like, where did this happen? What happened here? I enjoy the expanded universe. The new canon stuff does stress me out quite a bit, actually, when I read some of this stuff, because a lot of the new books they really are trying to push some sort of weird agenda that is like a social agenda that I just don't really care to read about. But anyway, Mad Machado, ever used thrift books, by the way? Usually on eBay. Yeah, I like to look at the stuff on eBay that is sold by thrift books. That Zardoz was not from there, but I do have many books that I did buy through thrift books on eBay. And I think they have their own website too, right? Maybe I'm getting things confused, but I know thrift books and I've bought from thrift books. Now, of course, I've shown you these other books, reading Star Wars Dark Legends, reading World of Warcraft Shadow Rising by Madeline Rue, which I want to tell you right now, I have lost all motivation to read this because I've heard some things about it that personally I don't really like to read about. Pushing some more of their little social agenda crap on it. And it's like, oh, why push a plot forward if you can't have it changed with current events? You're like, oh gosh, just shut up and write a book that's about a fantasy world. I want to escape reality, not dig deeper into it. You know what I mean? Mad Machado says, yep, I actually ordered some stuff from their website this morning. That's awesome. You want to tell us what you ordered? Here's something from my parents' house. It's like my parents are moving out, so they're like, hey, here's boxes of your crap over here. You want me to throw it away? Well, let me come look, which they know better than to throw some of the stuff away. But I went over there and I had a bunch of trophies from when I was a kid, and I just tossed those out. Don't need them. But anyway, VHS, Ghostbusters, and Ghostbusters 2. This is the collector's edition. So if I was smart when I was a kid, I would have left it in, the wrapping. But, I'm a huge fan of Ghostbusters. And, I mean, this is 1990 when this came out. Okay, I remember where we bought this. The tape. It was hard to find Ghostbusters on VHS where we lived. I couldn't find it anywhere, and finally at Blockbuster. Remember Blockbuster Video? They had this for sale, and I don't know what the price is. I'm pretty sure it was expensive because it was like one of those things like I went and begged my parents for, and it was like, oh, what the heck? Why not? You've earned it, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting messages. Ghostbusters 2, VHS. It's a 2-pack. Let's see how these bad boys look. Oh, look, I started watching and never rewound it. Ghostbusters 2. That one's rewound. Isn't that cool? These are in great shape still. Matt Machado, it's all Halo books. I finished playing Halo 3 on PC last night and currently reading the books right now. I just wanted to get more and learn about the universe. I recommend the games. That's cool. I've never played the games. I remember like a bunch of my friends were all into the Xbox back in the day and played Halo, and no, it's still continuing. I think they just announced a new game, right? But yeah, I know they have an expanded universe of Halo, which is really neat. Rob D. Hey, Matt, are you into Halo, the video game? I just finished Halo Silent Storm last night. That's funny. I just said no. But yeah, it would be cool to dive into it. I just, for some reason, never gravitated towards it. And it just kind of feels like it's a little, too late to dive in for some of that stuff. But yeah. Sorry, getting distracted here. Matt Machado, Rob knows what's up. Yeah. The Shepherd. Is it worth pre-ordering Chaos Rising for the matter or buying 5 other Legends novels? Chaos Rising. Chaos Rising. What's Chaos Rising? Was it the game? Is it the Halo game? I don't know these things. I'm a moron. I'm a moron when it comes to all this stuff. You just want to see these Star Wars toys? Because I said I had Star Wars toys. I'm going to show you. Okay? I'll show you the small one first. Sorry, I'm bent over here trying to find stuff. Gather things up, I guess you could say. No, it's not in perfect shape. I can tell you that right now. It's not in the best shape. One of the items, anyway. Oh, Shepard says the new Thrawn novel. Oh yeah, Chaos Rising. Okay, for some reason I keep it's stuck in my head that it's just called Ascendancy for some reason. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm excited about it because Outbound Flight really has me psyched for more Timothy Zahn stuff. So hopefully that'll be good. But I mean, with the Legends book, the Shepherd, if you don't mind buying used books, I mean, you always keep your eye out on eBay for book lots where people sell multiple books pretty cheap. I don't know how this is going to slide on. So I'm just going to do well, here we go. Sorry, this isn't, I don't know how to figure this out and I don't want to waste, maybe that was it. No, don't want to waste any more time. I'll put these on to show you what I've got. I mean, there was a live stream that I did maybe a month or two, maybe 2 months ago with showing off a bunch of Power of the Force stuff. You need to go check that out if you haven't seen it already, if you care to see big toy collections. Oh yeah, Mama Shaw, it's not too late to try about the Halo stuff. Yeah, I know. It's hard to find time to do anything. I haven't even finished that Red Dead Redemption 2 game, and I got that when it came out. Yeah, Shepard, the Ascendancy novel. Rob D says to Matt Machado, have you played the games? I've played every game except 5, Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike. I've only read Silent Storm and Rise of Atriox, though. And Matt responds to Rob, I'm reading your conversations. Playing the original trilogy, Reach, and parts of 4, currently reading Fall of Reach. All right, guys, here's the first thing I want to show you. It's Vader's tie. How cool is that? And then there's a trigger on the bottom that, well, I thought it did something. you pull it back, and these laser cannons. Oh, see, that's the thing I couldn't figure out how to put on. You pull it back, and these come out. Push it forward, and they go down. And of course, there's like plastic lasers, I guess, that would go in there. Don't have those, but yeah, there's the cockpit for Vader to go into. You can see his little computer is actually in there. That's cool. It's targeting an X-wing. That's neat. So yeah, I didn't know that I forgot about this one. I completely forgot. So this was probably one that my friend gave me before he had to move off to England, because he gave me a bunch of the Power of the Force stuff that he couldn't take with him, sadly. So there's that. And I hate myself for this, but I had a bunch of Micro Machine Star Wars stuff that I got rid of in a garage sale. I feel like an idiot for getting rid of those. It was like right before I really got back into Star Wars, like reading the books and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I don't need any of this stuff. I had a ton of them. But in my Ghostbuster box, I found a little Micro Machine Ugnaught. Well, is it going to focus? Maybe not. Is he too tiny? Dang it. I wanted you to see this guy. Maybe I'll use maybe the spine. There we go. Look at that. Little Ugnaught. Ugly little Ugnaught. A little robe. Maybe I can pretend that this is the guy from The Mandalorian. I have spoken. So, Rob D asked about that. That is a huge toy. How old is that? That was the Power of the Force. So probably 97, 96, 97. Madam Shaw says, ever saw those Star Wars Transformers figures from years ago? I used to have Darth Vader TIE Advanced figures, figure plus others. Yeah, that's awesome. I never had any of those, the Transformer ones. And Mashad, I was like, how adorable. Yeah. And then here is the other one. I'm trying to get it to where maybe the back of this will work. There he is. Darth Vader. I don't know why it's so hard for me to get this to focus. Anyway, that's the Micro Machine Darth Vader. There you go. Hands on his suit there. Might be little, but he's got big attitude. Okay, you guys want to see the grand finale? Oh, focus. Focus. It's not going to focus. There we go. Okay. Here it is. Drum roll in your head. This one is missing some pieces and parts. That sucks. This is the Millennium Falcon. So, that's awesome. Landing gear. Not the best landing gear when it comes out like this, because, it doesn't stay down. This one stays in a little bit, but still. I don't have the, I just taped it, put tape on there, so I didn't have the ramp. This is huge. I don't know what to compare it to. I mean, I guess you could see my face, my head. But, yeah, this comes off. And there's an area. Your play area. In there. You get the seat for this. No gun on the bottom, of course. Not even a place for it. That's just for the top turret mount and the gun to slide around in. And oh look, cargo space. How cool is that? It is. It does have buttons, which I haven't checked to see if there's batteries in it. Don't know if there's a place where the place to even put batteries is, because I don't think I ever used that part of it, so I didn't know about it, because it was my friend's for the longest time. And I think his batteries were dead, and he never fixed them. So he's like, "Here you go." Yeah, pretty crazy, huh? Huge. I even had fishing string attached to it, because I was going to mount it on a ceiling once before when I was a kid, but it was just too heavy, so that didn't work out. So I didn't do it. But let's see what you guys are saying. Rob D. Oh, wait, nope. The Shepherd, does eBay sell new condition Star Wars Legends books in groups? Probably. I mean, it just depends on the seller wants to sell stuff. Rob D, I remember my neighbor who's about 10 years older than me gave me episode 1 cross sections book. I was about 8, and I didn't even want Star. You didn't even want Star. Wait, you didn't even know what Star Wars was at the time. Okay. Yeah, man, that's crazy. I love those books, the cross section books. Those are really cool. T Motors, holy crap. That's one old looking Falcon toy. Yes, the power of the Force. Cool stuff. The Shepherd, awesome to have. Yep. I see my favorite though that I have is the Outrider, Dash Rendar's ship. That's always my favorite. Still my favorite toy ship. And that's so Falcon's so big. How do you play with that and have a good time? I mean, being a kid and lifting that thing up and carrying it around, basically you just need to leave it sitting down and play with it like a play set. Rob D, I feel like the toys that they have nowadays are garbage quality compared to ones like yours. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that they have now isn't the best. Like my kids, they have some of the new Star Wars stuff, and they're real flimsy, especially the figures. They're just like they're horrible. They're really tiny, like petite. Can't do anything with them. Can't play with them. Like the guns or the blasters and sabers are so thin and bend real easy. Horrible. That's what I was like amazed by in my Power of the Force video that I had done a couple months ago. I was talking about that, like just how good a quality they were. Yeah, the figures are like a little buff, but still better than what they have today. Scott Johnson, my little brother had the Falcon toy, but his version was the action figure carrying case. Oh, that's cool. That'd be cool to have. I know that like the originals had that Darth Vader one, and I remember I think my cousin had one that was like a C-3PO head. I never had any of those cases. A friend of mine that I work with, he has the original Vader carrying case, and he went up to his parents' place in Ohio, where is he? Indiana, and he was digging around finding a bunch of his old toys. He's about a decade older than I am, so he had more of that original stuff, and yeah, I don't know if he brought it back with him when he came back home, but yeah, it'd be cool to have all that original stuff. Madam Mashad, now I want a Lego Outrider. That'd be cool. You need to make it. I think you can spot it in I know you can spot it in A New Hope special edition, which is really cool. Adam just sent me a message. He said he'll be home in 25 minutes. That's cool. Might be doing a watch along with him, either on this channel or his channel. He was talking about watching a Batman cartoon. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I want to see if he wants to come on when he gets home. Small time. Oh, Rob D. Star Wars really needs to continue their expanded universe Lego line. I mean, they give Legends figures in their Black Series. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool. Man, I can't imagine getting the Outrider in Lego form. I'm gonna send Adam an invite. He sent it like 2 minutes ago that he would be home in 25 minutes. I gotta find my email, guys. There it is. Small Time says, a friend of mine older than me had the original Vader case. I think maybe I had a cousin. My cousin had a C-3PO one. I don't know why. I don't know if they even made a C-3PO one, because I've never seen it anywhere else. I'm pretty sure he had one. And then he also had the Vader, which when I was a kid I had no idea like it was anything special, because it was just like, oh, Star Wars is neat, but what happened? My desktop's backed in jack. Okay, here we go. Sorry for the awkwardness, guys. Mad Mashad, my dad had the Darth Vader carrying case. I inherited it and his figures. I still have it. That's awesome. Do you keep those displayed somewhere, or just like in a box somewhere? Is it, it's hard when they keep some of the toys that are cool that they come out with. Like the collector things. Black Series stuff is always cool to show, but now that they're doing these reproduction of vintage things, it's like, which one do you keep? The original one, or you get the pristine new box replica? Because those are, the thing now. Which, I'm not really too into collecting all that new stuff anymore. Let's see. Sorry, I'm sending stuff to Adam. There we go. It's sent. What you guys saying? T-Motors, I've seen a C-3PO case. It says, I'm C-3PO, human cyborg relations. Okay, good. I'm not making stuff up then. Madam Mashad, they used to do Old Republic Lego sets and made a Force Unleashed set when the game came out. Really? I really wish they would do that for the EU sets. Whether they do make more Lego EU sets. I got the Lego Mandalorian with the 4 minifigs a few days ago. First Lego I bought as an adult. I haven't bought any Lego in a long time. I have all my original ones, which I never had like the sets. I just had, like my dad would find boxes at a garage sale with a bunch of random Legos in it. So that's what I still have, just a bunch of random Legos with no sets, which is cool. I was always able to play with it, and I never cared to have the sets. Even now, I'm like, oh, it'd be neat to have like the Slave One, but like, what do I do with it? I mean, I build it and then break it apart, and put it in a box with all the miscellaneous pieces. Rob D. Disney, buy the new toys. They're new. Exactly. And that's all they'd probably make their money on anyway, is all the old new toys. I still haven't seen anything from The Rise of Skywalker. I know they probably took all this stuff off the shelves now. I mean, what has it been? A year? 2 years? When did The Rise of Skywalker come out? Last December? Feels ages ago because of this whole COVID thing. Bad Mashad, nah, they're in storage. Yeah, the carrying case has both some of his opened figures and mine. That's cool. That's really cool. I hope I've already started giving a lot of my kids some of my old toys. I know that they really like Ghostbusters a lot, so I'm going to probably give them some of these Ghostbuster things and then regret it, because then they're just going to tear it apart and I'm going to be sad. I'm going to cry. I'm not going to cry. But, let them break it, I guess, not me. I had my use out of them. Made my video of them. Rise of Skywalker was December 2019. Thank you, Rob D. I don't know why it's like time's been going so slow lately. Brady Perkins, hey, I want to go and buy all the EU Lego when I have the money. Yeah, it would be nice. Cool to have like a Lego room, because I'm running out of space here on just stuff. But yeah, having a bunch of different random Legos up on the wall hanging from the ceiling would be neat. Some of those Black Series exclusive thing, like the TIE Fighter that they did with The Force Awakens, it was huge. I remember going into a store and they had it floating down from the wall, and that was incredible. But it's like, where do you put something like that? You just have to have like its own room, I've even seen, what is it, the Jabba's sail barge now. That was like a really limited edition thing. And I think you had to like pay in advance for it to even be made. They had to like, oh, well, we're going to make this. We have to raise the money first and then make it. And then they sold it to all the people that donated or something. I don't know. But it's like 6 feet long or something. Something, maybe not 6 feet long, but I know it's huge. I just don't know where people put stuff like that. Mashad, give them the grandma you and they'll put them away. Oh yeah, the grandma Ghostbuster ghost thing. Yeah, they'll freak him out, give him nightmares. Scott, I miss the Lego pirate sets I had when I was a kid. You know, um, I have a bits of a pirate ship in my Lego box. It's actually out. It's down in the living room right now. Everything's put away, of course, but yeah, every day the kids like to go play with my old Legos. Even my 5, 3, and almost 2-year-old all like to sit down in a circle and play with the Legos. It's pretty neat. And then they, get antsy and then they just like throw them all over the place. I'm like, why do you just put them back in the box when you're done? You have to throw them. You have to sling them under the couch where it's impossible for me to get them when you're done. But yeah, Mad Machado, yeah, the Grand Motto, I got you. Autocorrect, yeah, autocorrect is dumb. I don't like it either. Yeah, I guess quality autism is gone now. I'll put my German hat back on for everybody else. It's my little German hat when I was a kid. One of the feathers is broken. See, this stupid camera, I get confused on which way things go. Had a feather, like a really tall one. It broke. Broke a long time ago. Yeah, I wore this when I was just a little kid. All the places I've been to, just little pins. The hat's held up very well. It says a tag in it that says 52. I don't know what that means. Size 52. No. Rob, even if I wanted to spend $700 or $800 on the new Lego Star Destroyer, I'd have nowhere to put it. Yeah. You have to put it on like your dining room table and then slowly put it together over a month and then have to like eat on the floor. T-Motors, I'd rather get the Lego Falcon for that price. Yeah. You've seen those there's videos on YouTube where people have the Falcon Lego set and then they just drop it from like a 2-story building or like a stair on top of a staircase and it just shatters all over the floor. Views, that's what that's about. Brady Perkins, they need to make a KOTOR Lego set. Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be neat if they came out with like just like all the figures, like every Star Wars character that there is from the films, from the canon books, from the expanded universe books. That'd be awesome. And have like a display case that has like the names and you have to like collect all of them. See, I'm giving them ideas. That's money. That'd be really neat. Man Machado, I saw that. My heart dropped and shattered with it. Yeah. That's funny. See, I was never really that great at playing Legos. I mean, I'd build like little villages and stuff, but making cool spaceships and all that stuff and mechanical things that would do stuff, never did all that. Adam should be home probably about another 5 or 10 minutes. Sorry, I'm looking through the phone here. Okay, sorry. The Shepherd, I've seen Lego Falcon destroyed on Conan O'Brien. Really? They did it on the show too? Was it like a thing where everybody just wants to shatter the Falcon? Is it just to be like, oh look, we have a $1,000 Lego set. We're gonna break it. We're gonna build it. And we're gonna break it. Silly. I remember seeing a crate set. Someone made Lego crate, like from The Last Jedi. That looked impressive. I don't know why they do that stuff, but Mad Machado, you seem like you're a pretty big Lego guy. I mean, you make stop motion Lego films. Do you just have like a huge bucket full of Legos? Do you have a desk with just drawers full of Legos? Like, what do you do? Just a bunch of random tubs? You store them in color order, or do you just have to dig around for what you're looking for all day long until you find what you need? Mad Machado says, Brady, they made a Revan minifig that they gave away if you spent $50 or more in a Lego store. I didn't know that. As a Lego collector, they probably wouldn't do that. Figs make sets all sell, so they wouldn't put them all in one set. Oh, yeah. Scott says, Oh no, Brady. Sorry, skipping around. They can't just sell the figures individually because Hasbro has the action figure license. Ah, that's funny. The original Lego pirate ships are quite pricey now. Really, Scott? There's a big collector's market. Interesting. Did not know that. See, I'm just out of the Lego game. My kids like oh, want Lego, so I pulled out mine and like, here you go. I did take the people. I took all the little figures away because I do have a huge bag of them, and I think figures are like what, $5 to $10 a piece now. And for some reason, the middle child, the 3-year-old, likes to bite the hands off, and then like I'll just walk around the house and step on some little thing, and I'm like, what was that? A little Lego hand. So I'm like, okay, nobody gets the Lego people unless you come through me, and then I have to be around to watch you play because he bites off the hands and he takes off the arms and then just like leaves it alone, and then he comes up and he's like, I want more Lego people. I'm like, no, you can't cannibalize the people and just get more. Take care of them. Drives me insane. I think I just, when I was a kid, took better care of my toys. My chair's a little squeaky. Rob D says, they did make a poster with all the Star Wars Lego figures on it, but it's outdated now. Yeah. They need to make a new one for 2022 unless Disney renews the Star Wars Lego license. Yeah. Brady, Mad, I really want that one. Talking about the, what's his name? Revan. Probably. Mad Machado, I have drawers and a huge tub under my bed, all mixed pieces. It takes time, but that's just part of the fun. Yeah, that's awesome. T Motors, I guess that I'm not really a Lego collector. I'm still a teenager. Okay. Me and you have talked on Twitter. I'm Samspool Ryan. Okay. All right. I'm not the best at Twitter, but good. I'm glad we're buds on Twitter. I was doing good on Twitter for a little bit. I finally got the hang of it a little bit, but then I started getting like everybody's like freaking out on political stuff, and then I couldn't help myself on a few of them. And then I got a lot of followers, and then a lot of unfollowers, and then I'm like, oh, Star Wars is fun, and everybody's like, bye. No more hearts, no more retweets. So nobody likes Star Wars, I guess, when I talk about it. But that's fine. Mad Machado also have similar drawers for minifigures. That's the one thing that's sorted. That's good. Yeah, I know that big bag of figures that I have. There's a bunch of different random ones. You get like some space people. I had Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul, and there was one figure like those. That was like the actual Star Wars minifigure that I had, and I had made a Luke Skywalker. Like I just took Qui-Gon's lightsaber away, and I had like a little guy with the normal head, all in black, one black hand and one yellow hand, and he had the green saber. I was like, oh, that's Luke. That's Luke. Mad Machado. I already read that one. Yeah, the Shepherd. Typical Twitter attitude. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun sometimes, and then the other times it's really not that fun. Seen a lot of these. There's a lot of Ahsoka fans on Twitter. That's for sure. I just got an update from Adam. He says, "Thanks, not far from home." Okay. When he gets on here, maybe we're going to see if he wanted to jump over to his channel and do a watch along, or if he wanted to do one here. It'll be up to him. He always lends his time over here to the channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, go do it. I know he's got another review coming out soon. I liked his Jaws novel and movie comparison video that came out not too long ago. That was really good. The Shepherd. Everyone on Twitter just wants to hate on things. That's true. They do. They really do. Brady, half my basement is Lego room. Wow. You need to take pictures and send them to me somehow. Social media. T Motors, my older brother has a bunch of old Clone Wars sets in your grandma's house, but he won't let me have them. That's a bummer. Rob D, what do you plan on watching for a watch along? I don't know. Adam was talking, if we do it on his channel, the Batman cartoon. It's on Netflix right now. I don't know what it is. I'm just like, I like Batman. He's one of my favorites, but the most knowledge that I have of Batman is from 1989 Batman, the movie, Michael Keaton Batman. I have some comic books. I have some trade paperbacks, but I haven't really read them. Um, but yeah, it's either that or some stupid horror movie on like Tubi, which is free. You just go to the website tubi.com and then find some stupid 80s horror film. We'll see. It's also up to, like I said, I'll let him pick. Yeah, T Motor says same Brady with the basement Lego. Silent Night, Deadly Night 3 says small time. It was funny. That movie was so crazy. I made my wife watch it. We did that one watch along, the one stream. Like the next day, I was like, told my wife, I was like, hey, there's a movie that we have to watch. It's fantastic. She watched it, and then when that garbage day line comes up, she cracked up laughing. So yeah, it was fun. It was funny. I liked it. I enjoyed Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. Really stupid, but fun. Mad Mashad is talking to T Motor, says, bro, the Clone Army building was at its peak with those Clone Wars sets. Oh, you guys and your toys. Me and my toys. We've got Ghostbuster toys, which, by the way, on that one stream where I showed the Ghostbusters plasma figures, the new one's coming out soon, Wave 2, and it's just one figure exclusively on Hasbro Pulse. So probably not going to get that one. But it's Louis Tully with a terror dog chasing after him. And he has this blue shirt on with the hat on his head, which is not a hat. It's one of those things, the strainer on his head that they've turned into a scientific thing. Looks cool, but those exclusive things are really hard to get hold of. T Motors, most of my shelf space is Lego Ninjago. I've been trying to get more Star Wars sets. I got Yoda's. Sorry, it jumped. I got Yoda's hut this week at my local Books A Million. That's awesome. Books A Million. We don't have those here in Oklahoma anymore. They shut all of those down. Thankfully, they didn't close Barnes and Noble down. We have 3 of those around the city and 3 half-price bookstores. And there's a couple other little like mom and pop type bookstores, but they're not as fun to go into because they don't have like the big sci-fi fantasy sections and the Star Wars area and all that stuff. But Rob D says to Mad, have you ever seen the display of 35,000, I think, clone trooper, 35,000 clone troopers? You can find it on Google Images. That's crazy. Brady says, I have seen the Ghostbusters Lego. Yeah. Those look cool. They're expensive. See, that's the thing with Ghostbuster stuff. It's silly. It's so expensive. If you don't get it when it comes out, if you can get it, because people are buying it off the shelves like it's, I don't know, crack, then you can't find it except eBay for triple the price. It's ridiculous. Mamashad, have you gotten the equipment toys? When I was a kid, I had the real Ghostbusters Proton Pack. Behind me, you can see the Proton Pack. There's 2 of them over there. Those are the Spirit Halloween Proton Packs. They're not in... sorry, getting a message here. It's Adam. I want to tell him to jump in the channel real quick and we can talk about it. Sorry guys. Great TV. Come on. Hey Adam, jump in the stream and we'll talk about it. I'll have the people vote. Where was I, you guys? I'm sorry. But yeah, Spirit Halloween Proton Packs back there. They're actually for the kids. They had them last year for Halloween. But I did not. Also, Matthew, how the F did you pronounce Ninjago correctly? No one ever does that. Ninjago? That is correct, right? That's what you're saying? Ninjago? Um, but I'm in the process of building my pack now. I've shared before on social media, and I think on here, my Ghostbusters wand, the proton wand. Um, Working on that still. Hopefully I can have it by hopefully this Halloween, but I doubt it. Slow going, and it's a lot of money to do. Have you seen Ghostbusters? Like, oh yeah, we already got there. I'm trying to get this guy's. Where am I? Jeffrey, I live in a very small town. My nearest bookstore is an hour away in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Wow, that sucks. I couldn't do that. I could not live that far away from a bookstore because that's like my like getaway. Whenever it's like the weekend, I'm like, I got to get out of the house. I'm going to go to the bookstore. That's where I go. And the closest one to me is probably 15 to 20 minutes away. I couldn't do an hour. What is Adam's channel? Adam's channel is Bryant's Nerd Pub. Yeah, small time answered it for you. T Motors, yeah. Most non-fans say it. Ninja Go. Really? Huh. Well, I'm just wise. No. I didn't know that I was saying it right whenever I was saying it. Yeah, Brady says, thanks, small time, for Brady's Nerd Pub shout out there. You know, Stu, I try to do little shout outs on the YouTube community tab, but for some reason, it doesn't let me tag channels. I guess it's because of the subscriber count. I guess you have to have a bunch of subscribers, maybe at least 1,000, I guess, in order to be able to tag people, because I've tried to share stuff on there and it won't let me. So just know that all of you with some YouTube channels that are a little bit smaller have tried sharing. I know I'm small. I'm very small. But I try to help out, and YouTube won't let me. So it's not my fault. Adam said he's getting his stuff set up and should be getting on very shortly. So when he gets here, we'll go. You guys want to go ahead and say if you guys want to watch. Let's see. I think he said the Batman. Batman Mask of the Phantasm. If you guys want to do that, I need to get a head count on all who's here commenting. You guys want to do Batman Mask of the Phantasm or some stupid horror movie on Tubi? So Mask of the Phantasm is on Netflix. Bunch of stupid stuff is on Tubi. So you guys go ahead and think about what you want, and when he gets in here, you say, let's go to Adam's channel. Let's go to Adam's channel, or whatever. Now we play the waiting game. I'm not going to sit here in silence. I'll just blabber to myself. Still 34 or 35, between 34 and 36 pages of The Approaching Storm. I've still only read one short story in Star Wars Dark Legends by George Mann. This is not available just yet, I don't think. I think it comes out next week, maybe. But I'll show you guys a little sneak peek if you're interested of some of the artwork. They've got it's just a really tiny book. The pages are like that torn up looking design, if you know what I'm saying. It's like it just looks rugged. The first story, each story has like a little image of something that's creepy. I will show you if I can find it. I'm getting irritated here. The first story is called The Orphanage. Here you go. Looks very Nosferatu, you know, like the vampire. But I think that's supposed to be the that Inquisitor. What's his name? the ultimate Inquisitor. I don't know. But it doesn't say what his name is in the story. It just has that picture. There is a list of the stories in the beginning here. I want to see how many there are. There's an introduction. And I guess not. I guess there's not a list of the short stories. I could have swore there was. What madness is this? Oh, there it is. Yes, contents. Contents page. See, that's the Sith logo. Can anybody confirm if that's like, is that a Disney new thing? Is that Sith logo new, or has that been around since the expanded universe, or like, just George's time? Because I don't remember it. But in the contents, we have the introduction, we have the orphanage, buyer beware, the predecessor, blood moon, the dark mirror, the gilded cage, and a life immortal. So 7 short stories that are all spooky. I'm on the second one, buyer beware. So yeah, I have a random question too. Looks like a lot of you guys are saying Batman. Do you guys have a special bookmark for different types of books? This is my canon bookmark. It was given to me by Star Raptor. He went to one of the conventions celebration, and I think that's where he got this one to send to me, which is really cool. Guys, boom!
Hey! Sorry, I'm late.
Sorry, I can't hear you because my headphones are not plugged in, and I'm keeping the speakers on mute. Okay, folks, plug in real quick. Sorry. There we go. I think I moved my camera too.
Hey! Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, you're good. How was work?
It was busy.
It's busy?
Yep.
Okay. I want to read off these comments real quick, and I'll get to what everybody said we should do. Okay?
By the way, thanks for the new poster back there.
Oh, yeah. No problem. Yeah. Surf and Chewy.
Yeah, my wife loves it. So
I like it. It's funny because you got that, and then on the other side of you is Jaws. My voice is falling. It's Jaws. That's funny.
It's very beach pub thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Scott Johnson says that is a revision of the Sith logo. Okay. Rob D, I've never seen that logo before. Okay. Wow. You guys eventually should watch the Star Wars Holiday Special watch along. Yeah, that'd be cool. T Motor says I use those the magnetic bookmarks. Adam, do you use specific bookmarks for different books, or do you just have one bookmark that you use for all your reading?
I either have one bookmark or I just kind of like bend the top corner of the page.
Blasphemy.
Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding.
Lately, my books have been either audio or ebooks, like so it just kind of automatically saves. But I normally also use those free half-price bookmarks they give you when you buy a book. So
yeah, that's cool that they do that. I wish there was a little bit more cardboardy, but but they work. Rob D says the Sith logo from Legends is black circle with 2 black triangle-looking shapes coming out of it. Okay, thank you. Scott Johnson, I have a bookmark from the old Star Wars fan club. That's neat. I subscribed to the Hyperspace Club back a long time ago, and they just like sent me a little package of some random things, and I think one of it has a patch with like an Indiana Jones thing.
1 second, sorry.
Yeah, it's like an Indiana Jones hat on the patch, something. It was weird. And I have a ruler, like an old little 6-inch ruler, nothing fancy at all, but definitely wasn't worth the $50. I could say that right now. Rob D, I use playing cards as my bookmarks. That's a really smart way to do it. If you lose it, oh well, Matt Wilkins, hey, I'm reading Navigators of Dune right now. That's cool. Mad Mashad, I fold a sticky note to use as a bookmark. I've done that in the past before. So they always get lost. I even made a cool one out of duct tape. I just kind of like folded it over a couple of times, and it's pretty thick. It's actually sitting in the middle of book 4. I think Matt's in the comments. Matt, what is Fires from Heaven in the Wheel of Time series? Because my duct tape bookmark is sitting in the middle of that book right now.
Sorry, I saw my door open. I thought it was my wife. My dog pushed the door open.
It's funny. I saw a GIF of a grizzly bear bashing in a door. That was scary. Just like that, sitting here doing, I'm on my stream, and then a grizzly bear just bashes through your door.
Like, not like this.
Yeah, no, please, no. I'm gonna die.
This is my only night,
Yeah, tonight. Mauled by a grizzly live. Matt says, Adam leaves you when you need him the most. What a friend. I have tons of bookmarks I got from Walden Books years ago. Oh yeah, Walden Books. I remember Walden Books. They had those in the mall.
Yeah.
Now they're gone.
Yep.
Sad. Alex Stott. Sorry, I might know how to say Ninjago, but I can't say your last name, Alec. Any thoughts on the Dooku audiobook? Recommend it. Listen to it. I thought it was cool. Of course, they released it in script form too, in hardcover. It was really neat. Introduced a lot of lore to like the Sith, and it was a great addition to the canon verse.
So, speak of the devil, by the way, here's the half price books ones. Like,
yeah. But yeah, I recommend that Dooku book. It's an original story, unlike the recent audiobook or audio drama. Jeffrey, have you heard about the new Dune trilogy, Matt? Matt says, true story, traded for a Beanie Baby for the bookmark. Traded a Beanie Baby for the bookmark. That's cool. I remember those. Fires from Heaven is book 5. I love the Chewie with the surfboard poster, says Matt.
Oh, yeah, that was a gift from Matthew, by the way. I went to go visit him at his house, actually.
Yeah. He brought me this. So I gave him a poster of Chewie with the surfboard on the beach.
I tried to surprise my wife with it by hiding it in the bathroom, and she actually loved it. I thought she'd freak out, but she loved it. So I'm just like, now she says when she's working from home, she's just like, that just makes me happy. It's like, all right.
That's funny. So Matt Wilkins says the missus loves her some half-price books. Yeah, it's like the best place to go to. Brady Perkins uses scrap paper or business cards from people for bookmarks. It's good. But T Motors says, I got the Dooku physical script. Might get the audiobook so I can read and listen. Yeah, that'd be good. I haven't read the script copy. I do have it. Yeah, it was good. Matt Wilkins is the book series for Dune you're talking about? No. Or what are you talking about, Matt? I've only heard about the movie. Jeffrey, yes. I think the first book releases in October. Oh, for the new Dune stuff. Hey, I told people that we're gonna probably do a little watch along, and if you wanted to do Batman, we could switch over and go over to the pub.
Yeah, sounds good.
And a lot of people said, yeah, Batman. Let's do Batman.
All right, it's going to be on Netflix. It's Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah, so everybody, in about 5 minutes. Does that sound good? 5 minutes?
Yeah, I'll get it set up.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Head on over to Bryant's Nerd Pub, and we're going to watch some Batman. I've never seen it. So
nice.
Yeah, so I want to thank everybody for joining in today. Check me out later on. Next week, we're going to be doing paper movies over on Stupid Chainsaw Productions channel. We're going to be talking about The Predator. So you still have time to read it or listen to it on audiobook, and you can join the conversation. It's a lot of fun. It's usually about an hour-long conversation. And then we're going to follow it up, most likely, with a watch-along on Jeremy's channel of the film The Predator. So that's going to be a blast. So anyway, everybody, thanks for joining, and head on over to Bryant's Nerd Pub in about 5 minutes.
See you then.
Bye. Gotta hit the button.